Good evening, War Band, and anybody else that's watching, because I already know there's War Band members here. This is your boy, Sir Yeetus, and welcome to episode 164 of Yeetus's Thoughts. I randomly thought about this topic today because one of the subscribers wanted me to talk about this, and I procrastinated for like almost a month. I just thought about it like a couple hours ago. I'm like, wait a minute, I haven't spoke on this in detail yet. So I think it's a perfect opportunity before Hammerhand comes on in like an hour. Because once again, I can't miss a Hammerhand stream. He's always dropping gold. So while the intro was being played, I see that I already started a war, started a lot of criticism in the comments in the chat, and I didn't even say anything yet. God damn! Like you guys were quick to attack. Let me read through these comments right quick before I begin, cause holy moly, like foreign women, oh my god, like it's insane. But let me go ahead and see. ZK Studios, what's going on, man? And Papa Cotton the fourth. I'm pretty sure YouTube deleted your comment, but I still have it on my StreamYard. He says, don't start lying to these boys and tell them there's unicorns in different countries. That's horseshit. Women are women no matter where you go. See, you're right on the second half, but the first half, I'm not saying that they're perfect, but the women overseas are definitely a lot better than the women we have in the Western countries. And I will explain why. Man, Litopia, what's going on? Yeet. Yes, it's always time to yeet. Or, like what Invader Tag says, get yeeted, okay? That's your only two choices when you join my channel. Yeet or be yeeted. That is the ultimate question of life. OM Gojira? What's going on, man? Puniti Marudas. Guess the J. Ghetto Queens are the best. No, they're the fucking worst. They're fucking disgusting. Very disgusting to me. Let's keep going. Oh, Invader Attack again. He says best thing to do with non-Western women, keep their asses in their home country. I completely agree. That is your number one best bet if you want to raise a traditional nuclear family. Don't even try to bring it back into the United States because they'll be automatically indoctrinated into the modern society, and that shit's not going to go well because once again, today's society, they demonize the nuclear family. If you have a nuclear family, a man, a woman, and you have kids together living in holy matrimony in a relationship or in marriage, you are seen as bad for some reason, right? But if you are an empowered single mother, you're the superhero, you're the super mom, you're the strongest female in the world. But I'll definitely get into more details later. Molt disciple, Yeetus will indeed eat. Oh, indeed, I will indeed eat. See, another one, T-Burn, don't get it twisted. Women abroad are the same. Yes and no, and I will explain later. Man, you guys are quick to like, hey, there's no unicorns anywhere. God damn. John Thomas, just vet and make sure the woman's loyal and honest. Foreign women can play you for a fool if not careful. I agree. I completely agree. They love to play men, especially foreign men, because foreign men, they haven't been in the country long enough to know how things truly operate. And I'll get to that in a bit as well. T-Burn. My friend lost his life in Medellin, Colombia to a Tinder girl who drugged him. And condolences to your loss, man. That's a very horrible situation. But I definitely will say, especially in a different country that you know nothing about or how things operate, you need to be careful, right? countries overseas do not operate the same way as in the United States or in Canada or whatever. Okay. Different set of rules, different set of morals of what's right or wrong. So let's put that out there. Do Hey, OG, it's 1917. What's going on, man? I do not know how to say that, but I'm assuming you're saying Puniti. Uh, um, okay, let me keep going. Joshua, good day to you, brother Yeetus. God bless you. May the Lord keep you and peace be with you. You know what? I'm really hoping for that to happen. Thank you for giving me your thoughts and prayers, your prayers and thoughts. Do. Okay, I think I caught up for the most part. Uh, Women abroad play their games also, but in the West, it's just about over. Yeah, I agree. I'm not denying that. Not denying. I'm a big fan of AWOL, but there's some variables that you guys need to know about foreign women. Or what I mean by foreign women, I mean non-Western women. Women that don't live in countries that that adapted to Western culture. So I'll definitely get to it right quick. Okay, so oh, my bad. IY fan. Sir Eudes, remember that cops aren't your friend. There is no law that they won't enforce, including the transitioning of children due to a court order like that kid in Texas. Yeah, of course. I never, ever, ever thought that the cops were my friends or anybody's friend. Oh hell no. They will literally let you die. They will let kids die just to protect themselves. Let's just say if you are too afraid to go in and face danger to save innocent lives, you shouldn't be wearing the badge. You should just turn in your badge and go work at a fucking, I don't know, Walmart or something. Wait, what's going on, Radha? What's going on? Okay. Let me begin this conversation. So I have plenty experience when it comes to non-Western women. Okay, and what I mean by non-Western women are women that has not conformed to the Western culture or the Western ideologies, right? Such as feminism, single motherhood, uh, big race thing going on, all that stuff. Like the West, especially in the United States, is pretty much a melting pot of fucking countless cultures. It's a double-edged sword. All right. It's a good and a bad thing. But besides the point, I am a true believer of AWOL. All women are like that. It is what it is. It is in their nature to love opportunistically. Okay. That is in their nature. So when it comes to that aspect, you always got to be careful anywhere you go when you interact with a woman, okay? Because best believe they're using you because they deem that you got something that they want, right? What I mean by what they want is what you can do for them at that moment, right? So they can easily switch up on you at any time, no matter where you go, okay? China, Thailand, Indonesia, fucking Russia, whatever it is. You still need to be careful out there when it comes to the gaslighting, the manipulation, and the stabbing in the back with no remorse. But the difference between Western women and non-Western women is the set of culture and the religion and the laws and very other variables that makes things a lot easier for men to traditionally have a place in society where they're actually respected, where they're actually treated as men, masculine men, right? Because unlike here in the United States, the women overseas, non-Western countries, they've been beaten over the head, not literally, I'm talking about metaphorically, since they're young, about the value of of believing in God, the value of keep your chastity, keep your modesty until you get ready for marriage or you're around that age for marriage. They have a very strong family bond, right? A good, strong father figure, a good mother, good siblings. They have that strong connection together. So she has a sense of family. And on top of that, the laws are, I wouldn't say equal, but it's more fair to men when it comes to marriage and divorce. So she's less inclined to try to drag you through the courts and extort you out of your money. I'm talking about the non-Western countries where men that has all the responsibilities or majority of the responsibilities still has some type of authority left. And I know, feminism is spreading and feminism is spreading like cancer. It is spreading very quickly, a lot more quicker than I anticipated around the world. Gone to the point where, hell, Japan is over for Japan. No, not just feminism, but the culture of working until you die, like working 12, 14, 16 hours a day, every day. On top of feminism, their population is dying. Feminism definitely reached South Korea. Feminism definitely reached or almost reached Afghanistan and Iraq, but the Taliban took it back over. And I'm sure you guys saw the recent video. I forgot which video it was, but recently there was a protest with a group of women going down the street, protesting about women power. We should get our rights back. Blah blah blah. But see, they need to understand, what they can do in the United States, that's okay. It's not okay in other countries. I'm not saying that the country's right. I'm not saying the country's wrong. But what you see in the United States on TV, good fucking luck doing it in your own country. Because in different parts of the world, there's different rules. You can't go out there ranting and getting at a man's face, yelling at him, and act like nothing's going to happen. You can't walk around with 200 different colors in your hair saying men are bad, patriarchy is bad, men should go die. That's a completely different outcome if you're in a country like Afghanistan or Iraq. But these small group of ladies, right, because it wasn't a big crowd, I'm pretty sure it was the Taliban, I'm pretty sure it was, but they just started shooting in the air. And the ladies scattered like roaches. Like they literally ran off. They just guns. Oh my God! Like they didn't anticipate people with guns are going to be shooting in the air. See, if it was a group of men, it won't be the Taliban or the security forces won't be shooting in the air. But what I'm saying is, gentlemen, feminism is definitely spreading, but it's mainly heavily influenced by Western media and wherever, how do you say, the West has close ties to, right? But the countries that don't want any type of ties with the West, right? Even Donald Trump, he explained in one of his speeches, plenty of women over there in the Middle East, they want to wear the I forgot the headwear. I forgot what it's called. I forgot what it's called. They want to cover themselves up. They want to worship Quran. They don't want Western influence. Why are we over there in the first place? They don't want us there. They don't want our culture to conflict with their culture. There you go. Hijab. Thank you. Hijab, burqa. Thank you very much for reminding me. And once again, I'm not saying the country is right or wrong. What I'm saying is in the non-Western countries, there's a different set of rules, different set of laws, different culture, religion, family structure, etc. And in these non-Western countries that doesn't really have much influence from the West, men are having a lot more success over there. Yeah, don't get me wrong. There's a universal truth, right? It's a honest transaction when it comes to a man wants a woman's box, and then the woman wants a man's resources and protection. Women in non-Western countries are a lot more honest than the women in the West, right? I don't need a man, but you gotta pay 50-50. Men ain't shit. But oh, um, thank you for giving me this house through divorce. Oh, men need to go to war and die. Oh, war is bad. See, it's just contradiction back and forth, blah blah blah. In non-Western countries, it is simple as that. She knows what you want. You know what she wants. There's no arguing. There's no, oh, but men bad patriarchy. Blah blah blah. Nope. You just go and enjoy each other's company, and then see where it goes from there. I'm not trying to be mean about it. I'm just keeping it honest. Why do you think there's such an upsurge of men in the United States buying passports to oblivion right now? The passport game is going a lot stronger these days. The PUAs, the feminists, the trad thotties, the trad cucks, they're getting pissed off. They're enraged right now. Why you going overseas, huh? Why you going over where you can't handle a real woman in the West, huh? Oh, you too pussy to get a woman? So you have to go overseas and take advantage of a poor foreign woman? Oh, I bet that woman is barely 18, huh? Oh, so you must be a borderline pedo. All that shaming language, gentlemen. That's literally what they're spewing right now. Because I'm telling you, more and more men are getting passports, and it is getting pretty insane. And kudos to them. Go where you celebrated, not tolerated. Go where you are celebrated, not tolerated. Because once again, gentlemen, you need to understand you always gotta be red pill wherever you go around the world. You always got to, right? Even when the countries that claim that, oh yeah, they have traditional women here, traditional. No. Just because they're in a foreign country, it doesn't mean that feminism hasn't infiltrated there, right? I know the biggest feminist country in the world is India. I think India is one of the worst when it comes to the feminist bullshit. Like, the laws are so heavily biased against men. False accusation is going insane against men. It is not a joke. It is just as bad or worse than what's going on over here in the United States. I'm pretty sure it was India that has that worst case of feminism. So just because you're in a foreign country doesn't mean they haven't been infected by the feminist plague. Let me Dave, we got three as the most acceptable realistic body count. Anyone else want to weigh in? What, when it comes to finding a partner? For me to put a ring on it, she needs to have no body count. But for to have a relationship, yeah, one body count side, maybe two. But I'm not talking about the women in the West. I'm talking about overseas. Because at the end of the day, gentlemen, there is no leeway when it comes to no hymen, no diamond. If she doesn't have a hymen, if she isn't a virgin, you're not going to get a ring. Why do I have to pay for something that you gave to somebody else because they had a eighth of marijuana? Because they had half a bottle of Hennessy for you to drink. You gave your most important asset to some bad boy, and you expect a man that worked so hard to be a man of value. I have to pay for it. I have to quote unquote put 2 to 3 months worth of salary onto a ring when that dude only gave you a few shots of alcohol just because he looks good and he won the genetic lottery. You busted wide open for a random motherfucker that you just met that day. But hardworking men like us have to pay for the rest of our lives. No, thank you. No fucking thank you. Because there's a difference between renting and leasing when in terms of a relationship. Okay. One time deal, if you're just going out there and having a good time and blah blah blah, one night stand. If somebody wants to dabble in the escorts, it's an honest transaction, right? You pay for her to leave. But putting a ring on it means I am financially responsible for her for the rest of her fucking life. But yet, 20, 30, 40, 50 dudes were able to hit it and quit it countless times for a very cheap price or for free, pretty much. But you expect me to put a ring on it and pay. Come on, let's use our common sense here. Shit. But I was talking about the women in the West, right? I'm always a big advocate of if you truly want to have a traditional relationship at this point, your best bet is to go overseas, have a family over there, and keep them there. That's my advice. If you truly want a healthy traditional family, they can't come back to the United States, not anymore. You see how things are getting crazy out there. Ain't no fucking way in hell I'm gonna bring a baby to the world where the mother can snatch up the baby like literally the next week talking about, oh, my kid wants to be a girl now. My kid's a boy, but now my kid wants to be a girl. My kid's a trans now. I'm not making it up. You can look it up on TikTok and any other social media platforms. That's literally what's happening right now. All right? Not just kids, not just toddlers, but literal fucking babies. Women go on social media saying, "Oh yeah, my kid is trans now. I'm gonna put him in the dress and grow long hair." And like, wait, what? The kid doesn't even know where the fuck he's at. How do you even fucking know what gender that kid wants to be? You goddamn groomer. So that's why I say my best advice: have a kid in a non-Western area, non-Western community, and then raise a kid within that community. Worst comes to worst, send the kid when he turns 18 to that college in that community. Because you already know college is one of the worst places for a child to go when it comes to being indoctrinated in the West, especially young women going to college. They come back with their hair shaved, piercings all over their face, tattoos all over their body, 1,300 different hair colors in their hair, talking about, oh, my dad is a cis white male that never lets me do anything. Oh, the patriarchy, he supports misogyny. Like, where the fuck did this even come from? You can literally get That's how bad the indoctrination is when it comes to society and in schools. You can literally raise a young woman to be conservative, to be modest, to have piety, etc. Send her to school for a year or two. Send her to college for a year or two. Watch her come back a complete fucking, you don't even know what she is, right? Because at that point, she doesn't even know what she is, right? She feels like that. She feels like she's 300 genders. Like that's how crazy it's getting in the West. Why in the fuck will I want to raise a family in the West right now? I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real. I'm not saying that you can't have a family. I'm not saying you cannot have a family here in the West. If you want to, hey, that's on you. You're your own man. You make your own choices. But there's plenty of evidence out there, and I'm letting you know up front that you're going to have a horrible time protecting your child from the horrors of the indoctrination that's happening in society right now. Good fucking luck. Especially when it comes to the media and social media being so easily accessible. Good luck. When it comes to the teachers teaching this CRT stuff and explaining their sexual experiences to straight up grade schoolers, and then on top of that saying, "Don't tell your parents what we talked about in class." Good luck. Good luck shielding your child. Just good luck. It's crazy. I'm just saying it's crazy at this point. They really getting mad at us for walking away, but when we don't walk away, we get the shit end of the stick in the worst possible ways. Oh fuck. Hey, we're gonna pause right quick because I forgot to do the show. If you want to support your boy Sir Yeetus, there is a link on top of the chat. Cash App / Sir Yeetus. Best possible way to donate because the money goes directly to me. But you can also super chat or super thanks. Any type of donation is appreciated, but if you cannot donate, it's whatever. Okay. Just continue to listen to my rants. But yeah, gentlemen, I really believe at this point we've gotten to the point of no return. I don't see the Western society coming back from this. How can you come back from this without some catastrophe happening? You can't. It's just crazy how there's all there's growing numbers too of people being confused of what gender they are. But I guarantee you, as soon as World War III breaks out, oh, they all of a sudden know they're a girl now. All of a sudden they know that what a woman's reproduction is. Oh, it's going to happen, gentlemen. Watch. You're going to have these 200-pound uh fucking feminists that claim that they're gender fluid or something. As soon as shit gets real, as soon as things shit hits the fan, I'm a woman. You can't send me to the war. Yeah, I'm a woman. You can't do that. As soon as food supplies get low, as soon as drinking water gets scarce, as soon as violence starts breaking out, all of a sudden they're gonna remember they're a woman. They're gonna remember they're a man. All this gender and patriarchy and misogyny and blah 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 blah. All that shit will go out the window when things get real. Because this quote unquote toxic masculinity will be their only hope and savior when things get crazy. It's okay to be weak. It's okay to be frail. It's okay to show your emotions. And then as soon as shit gets crazy, they will find the most alpha, strongest, uh, aggressive man they can find. Because they know that's their best possible hope for survival. It's crazy, gentlemen. It's crazy that I have to explain this. It happened in Ukraine. It happened in Venezuela. Technically, it happened in Afghanistan. When shit gets crazy, when shit happens on a societal scale, people revert back to their natural roles. What's happening right now in society is not fucking natural, okay? This shit has only been happening for 70, what, 78, 70 years, 80 years? You cannot change millions of years of evolution in just 70, 80 years. You can't. So after I just explained everything that's happening in the West right now, everybody in the chat, put a one if you have a family, or no, put a one if you want to raise a family in the West. If you have no kids, put a one in the chat if you want to raise a family in the West. Put a two if you don't. Because I explained it countless times. I sure as hell will not raise a child here. No way in fucking hell. Because I didn't even get to the meats and potatoes of it. Like it's crazy how a lot of women they act shocked when it comes to these baby gender reveals when a man looks disappointed when it's revealed that he's having a girl because he already knows there's going to be a lot of bullshit in the future, especially how our culture is literally degeneracy at this point. Our culture is literally uh, being confused about gender, uh, sex, violence, no accountability, no responsibilities. Oh, I can do whatever I want because I'm a badass bitch. That's literally what the man is thinking about right now. In 2022, if he has a gender reveal, he's like, fuck. Because I guarantee you, it will be a lot easier to raise a son than a daughter right now. But whoa, let's not get too carried away because if the mother decides to take the kids, it's over either way, right? Especially if she wants to become a radical leftist. Because then your daughter wants to be a son, and the son wants to be a daughter. That she wants to be gender fluid and date a person that's trans. Like it's none of this shit is fucking natural. But when I went overseas to the non-Western countries a few years ago, oh, it was glorious, glorious. Instead of dealing with the masculine, the combative, the rude, the laziness, the aggressiveness, the nonsense of Western women, and then you go over to the non-Western world, they're kind, they're feminine, they're friendly, they're fit, they're actually naturally good looking, right? Need little to no makeup, cater to your needs depending how far in the relationship it is, actually makes you feel wanted and appreciated as a man. But once again, like I said, no matter where you go, you still got to have your red pill mindset because no matter where you are, AWOL, right? All women are like that. The only difference is culture, religion, laws, how strong their family is, etc. Plenty of variables when it comes to that. But I had way better time over there in those non-Western countries. It was amazing. It was awesome. I had a lot of fun. I don't have to actively avoid the women like I have to do here in the West. Because even if you look at a woman down the block, I'm serious. Even if you look at a woman down the block in the United States, you are still at risk of uh, being called creep or worse, false allegations. And I'm not saying false allegations doesn't happen in the non-Western countries, but it happens way less than in the Western countries. In the non-Western countries, the women knows that there's consequences to their behavior. There's consequences to being to committing adultery. There's consequences to stepping up to a man like she's able to fight him, like she's some other dude off the street. She knows that there's consequences when it comes to talking complete fucking delusional nonsense. She knows there's consequences when she's screaming and nagging in your fucking ear when you're just trying to rest. She knows there's consequences when she vandalizes your property. And that's the main factor, in my opinion, that puts a big difference between Western countries and non-Western countries. That's a big factor on determining the behavior of non-Western women and Western women is accountability. At least in a non-Western country, more likely than not, the woman would think twice before she does some fucking heinous or stupid. Because there's a way likely higher chance that she'll have to deal with those consequences, unlike in the West. Like it's crazy. It got to the point where you guys heard about the OnlyFans girl that that brutally stabbed her boyfriend to death, and it took them 2 months, I think around 2 months, to put handcuffs on her. That man will already be rotting under the prison within a month. Like, are you kidding me? He will already been in jail that same day, but because she has a puniti in the West, I guess we'll just let her go. We'll give her the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, she just killed somebody, but it's okay because she's a bad bitch. Just let her go. Let's go ahead and let go of this murderer. Let me read this one real quick. I dated a Vietnamese woman for a short time. Was not westernized. Day and night different. That's what I'm telling you, bro. That's what I'm saying. It is complete difference. You know how pissed off I got when I had to come back to the States? Oh, I was so fucking mad. I was so mad. You can clearly tell the difference when you go back to the United States or Canada or somewhere in Europe. The difference is night and day. I did not want to come back, but of course, I have responsibilities I have to do back at home. I just see nothing but overweight, aggressive, masculine, lazy, rude, entitled, narcissistic women walking among us. They think all of them think that they're Queen Cleopatra in their own minds, and unless you're a Chris Evans or unless you're a Chris Helmsworth, don't talk to them because they see you as lower than dirt unless you meet those delusional standards. I didn't have to do with someone in other countries, nor any people that I know that went to these non-Western countries. They know in non-Western countries what men want. They know what men want. That's why men are a lot more open to have relations, to have conversations, to hang out with women in non-Western countries. But of course, don't be too gullible, right? Because once again, AWOL, all right? You should know if if they're up on some sneaky shit or something. But regardless, majority of the non-Western women, they're there to have a good time. If they see you as attractive, or they see you as a fun guy, I know Rishi's listening. Um, it's too easy. You just go out and have a great time, and then see where it goes. She knows what you want, and if she likes you well enough, she will make sure you will get what you want. And believe me, I had plenty of what I wanted. Oh yeah. Hermit says, "How long until feminism spreads across the globe and you can't go overseas anymore?" I give it, unless World War III happens, I give it until 20. I'll say 2030 or 2035. I think that's when it will spread to the point where it's everywhere. Chain is already in the East for fuck's sake. Yeah, it's in the East, but it's not as bad as the West. See, that's the clear difference. The only place where it's truly bad in the East is India, Japan, and I will put South Korea up there as well. But it's definitely not as bad as what's going on in the West. Not even fucking close. Oh no. Yep. I actually made a post about that. About the teacher only got 60 days in jail. Yeah, that's why I'm saying fuck this. Why would I want to bring a kid to a world where there's literally people that can do heinous things to your child, such as brainwash your child or doing that disgusting predator shit, and they're never held accountable for it? I think that's morally fucked up in my it's morally fucked up in my opinion at this point to bring a child into the Western world. I think it's fucked up. Okay, right there, right there, right there. Okay. All right, boys. One last shill. If you want to support your boy Sir Yeetus, there's a link on top of the chat. Cash App / Sir Yeetus. Best possible way to donate because the money goes directly to me. Or you can do super chats or super thanks. Any type of donation is appreciated, but if you can't donate, it's all good. I don't really care. I'm having a great time talking about this anyway. This is a good conversation. I think this is a very necessary conversation because I know more and more you guys will be grabbing passports anyway. IY fan. All women know what men want. They just pretend not to and act ignorant, so they don't have to reciprocate affection and love. See, they say that for the men that uh, won the genetic lottery. They say that for the men that will be rotting in jail or prison for the next 5, 10, 15 years. They say that for the uh, super rich men, knowing that as long as they give up that puniti, they'll be able to be secured financially, the resources. But for the average man doing the average thing, nope. They want you to pay every inch of the way and give you that false hope, that false narrative, and then come to find out you're only a foodie call under her contacts. Yep. You'll be that person in the contacts. You'll be there just like, oh shit, that's my name. That's fucked up. You'd be wondering why in every dinner date, right? Because anytime she wants to interact with you, she wants you to take her out at an expensive dinner or get some food. She loves to take pictures of the food, but she never takes pictures of you in it. That's a huge red flag in itself. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. No sympathy. Every woman is a gold digger. Some are just better at hiding their shovels. I wouldn't say every woman's a gold digger. I'll say every woman is honest about resources. A gold digger, they just pretty much um, sell themselves to the highest bidder in the sense of they their sense of quote unquote love is through money only. If you don't have any type of money, they won't even look their way. I'm talking about expensive gold diggers. I mean, they don't care if you're ugly as fuck, and they don't care if you win the genetic lottery. If you don't have that cash, they're not going to fuck with you. There are a good amount of gold diggers out there, definitely. I'm not going to say it, especially in the West. West, yeah, countless gold diggers. Uh, Soon in Savannah, women react to their immediate needs. If they are in a poor country and need food and shelter, you are it. If you are in a wealthy Western country where they need status and influence, well, good luck. See, that's the biggest thing. And what's it called? Kevin Samuels, he says this all the time. This feminist bullshit, this modern woman, oh, yeah, the future is female and blah, blah, blah. That is literally the privilege of living in the first world country that you're able to say this stupid nonsense. The fact that they say they don't need men, yet their entire existence, their entire comfortable life is revolved thanks to men. I'm talking about logistics, electricity, uh, construction, garbage man, cable man, any handy dandy man, firefighters, police officers, soldiers. I can keep going. The landmines, the coal mines, fucking what else? The scuba, the people that go out to fish, like the fishermen. Imagine all that disappearing tomorrow. Oh my God, they will have a heart attack. I literally think that many women will die of a heart attack if men just one day just drop whatever they're doing and just be like, yeah, I don't feel like doing this today. The perfect example is Venezuela. That is the perfect example. When the economy collapsed, all the men lost their jobs. They weren't able to do logistics like that anymore. They weren't able to support their people. It's just they're eating rotten food out of garbage bags. What did the women do? A, they escaped and became streetwalkers, or B, they stayed and became streetwalkers. Like I said before, gentlemen, when things get tough and get crazy, men and women are going to revert back to their original roles. But here's the difference. Here's the difference. We live in an age of social media. It's going to be a lot harder for men to forget how they were treated when things were good. I repeat, it's going to be a lot harder for men to forget and forgive on how they were treated when things were good. Hey, Lion and MGTOW, what's going on? They did to themselves. Yeah, they did. They did. And here, okay, here's the thing. At the end of the day, gentlemen, at the end of the day, I don't care if they want to be independent. I don't care if they want to be empowered. Go ahead, do your thing. If you, as a woman, wants to go out there and show how empowered you are, go ahead. Go ahead. I will give you my flowers. But here's the thing. Here's the thing that people, or not people, modern women can't comprehend, right? Because of course, the lack of accountability, is nowhere to be found. You can do that. Be a career woman. Go ahead and do your OnlyFans. Go ahead and join the adult industry. But don't come back and bitching to us when you got your wish, right? Because you know how the saying goes, be careful of what you wish for. Be careful of what you wish for because you just might get it. Women, they have the tendency to look at all the good shit that men are going through. They only look at the positive things that men do, not even positive things that average men go through. They look at the Chad and Tyrones, the celebrities, the athletes, these big macho men that somehow they're able to do whatever they want. They got the power, the influence, and blah, blah, blah. Like, man, why can't we have all of that stuff? I want that too. And then as soon as they hit that certain status, oh yeah, I got the money, I got the power, I got this. No man to be found. And if she does find a man, the man is only with her for her money. He's not there to build a relationship. See, that's what a lot of these empowered women fail to understand. We don't give a fuck about your accomplishments. We don't give a fuck about your money. We don't. That is not our prerogative. That is not our drive. That's not what we are attracted to. And we keep telling modern women this over and over and over and over, but it goes through one ear and out the other. We constantly tell them this is what men want. So why do non-Western women get it, but Western women, they act all dumbfounded and confused? Because the hardcore indoctrination that has been going on for the last 70, 80 years, the hardcore indoctrination of not giving a fuck about competing with, about demeaning, about putting down men. And then they want to cry their fucking eyes out when they hit the wall at the speed of sound, possibly having one or two baby daddies, and have the audacity to yell out, men ain't shit, men are dogs, but. Okay, whatever. Now it's gotten to the point, even the below average looking women are saying the same dumb shit. But as soon as men decide to walk away, like, yeah, fuck this, I don't want to deal with this no more, then they get mad at us for walking away from the bullshit they created. It's going to be a lose-lose situation, gentlemen. It is what it is. But it's more of a lose-lose situation for the women. For the men, just walk away. You won. And they know this. The state know this. Women know this. Society knows this. Once a man walks away from his his traditional job that he is expected to do, once he walks away from all that, they can't control him. They can't tell him what to do. They can't put him down. They can't talk shit. What's the only word that they use? What? Incel. Incel. You an incel. Okay. I'm going to go walk over there now. Where you going? You can't walk away from the plantation. Get back here and be my wage slave. That's pretty much what's going to be happening for years to come, gentlemen, because I guarantee you it's going to be a similar situation when it comes to Japan and South Korea. More and more men are just going to be like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to be doing my own thing. And guess what? For some reason, for some god-awful fucking reason, at the end of the day, after all this is over, they're still going to blame men. it just accountability is non-existent when it comes to women. It is what it is. They are not going to hold themselves accountable. They just give up on that aspect. They're not. The only time they're willing to hold accountability is when it's too late. When somebody got their foot on their neck, when somebody put their feet to the fire. And I'm talking about metaphorically. When somebody actually puts pressure of consequences on their mindsets, like, oh my God, I can actually get punished for my bad behavior decisions. That's when they start holding themselves accountable. But it's almost time for Hammerhand's stream to start. This was an amazing conversation. Thank you for anybody that donated. And if you haven't donated yet, there's still links on top of the chat, right? Cash App. And I've been hearing people saying that they've been having issues donating with the Cash App. So I'm going to be bringing PayPal back for a small duration of time. Then I'm gonna see if I can create Subscribestar or some type of Patreon or something. Somewhere you can just donate where I don't have to worry about going through all that. Oh, they're gonna email my job bullshit. So for the next couple streams, I'll bring back PayPal, and then I'll let you know if I got like Subscribestar or something. If you guys have any alternatives where people can donate, please let me know, because a lot of people have been telling me that Cash App has been not working lately. This is Sir Yeetus. Thank you for listening to what I have to say today. This was a very good conversation, very fun, very awesome. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the shorts that I made today. Expect more shorts tomorrow. And I will see you over there with Hammerhand. I am out. Peace.